5 of your vertebrae have fractures in them and they're starting to collapse. And I have my 2-year-old little girl and I couldn't even hold them.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel.
Hi.
Maverick has got his new favorite snack, which is a box of raisins.
Doesn't go anywhere without him.
But we have a super exciting video for you guys today. Something huge is happening in our family, and we want you guys to be a part of it. So check this out.
Hey guys, I'm Colton, and this is Allie.
Say who I am. Do you want me to talk?
Oh my gosh! We didn't even make it 3 seconds in. Hey guys, I'm Colton.
And I'm Allie.
And we're the Van Wagonens. I'm Marcy's brother, and I'm sure you've seen us a bunch in and out of their videos. We want to just introduce ourselves. I mean, Allie and I have known each other for a long time now. We were actually high school sweethearts. But we've been married for almost 7 years now. Actually,
almost 8.
Almost 8.
Close.
Oops. Close. You've seen our kids. Millie, she's 6 years old. Calvin, he's 4 years old. Around the time when Calvin was born, obviously we were so happy to welcome him into our family about 4 years ago. But then we started having some challenges.
It was probably about 2 months after I had him where that same exact back pain came back. And I thought, what the heck, what is this? What is going on? I started trying to find different doctors who could help me because at this point, I couldn't even hold my baby, who at the time was 8 pounds. He was really small. And definitely couldn't pick up or hold my daughter at the time, who was 2. So I'm like, we got to get this figured out. Something is not right. And it's not just because I had a baby. This is not normal. I finally found a doctor. She was great. And she said, just in case, let's do an MRI and see if there's, anything unusual that we see. So that same day, we ended up doing an MRI. And the results came back from it, and I was really confused because she said 5 of your vertebrae have fractures in them and they're starting to collapse. And I looked at her and I said, that's not normal, right? And she was like, no. At that point, it was just, we knew that there was an issue and that my spine was starting to collapse, but we didn't know why. This was Friday. She said, come back on Monday. And we will do a bunch of labs. We will try and, figure out what's going on with your body and with your bones. And and I was like, okay, great. You skipped to Sunday. I just remember I was supposed to sing in church that day. And I woke up that morning to feed, my new baby, who was about 3 months old at the time. And he was in a bassinet by my bed. And so I just lifted him up. And then I felt excruciating pain just go through my body. And I had to, I just laid him on my lap and woke up my husband and told him this, something is not right. I don't even think I can get up. And so he took the baby and I just laid down. And I laid there for hours because I couldn't get up.
Wait, hold on. Okay. Sorry.
And Marcy was actually
Marcy
there.
I was at their house. Wait, scoot over.
Marcy was actually there at our house.
Okay, so I was at their house. Hi, you guys.
Hey.
And I was probably what? I was in college and I was there with my sister.
Right.
And we were just up visiting them for the weekend. I remember Colton coming downstairs and we were downstairs with Millie. And you're like, hey, will you take Millie to church today? And we took Millie to church by ourselves, and we really didn't know. You just said Allie wasn't feeling very well.
Yeah.
And then when we came home, you told us, hey, we're going to take her to the hospital. And I just remember being like, oh my gosh, what is wrong? And it probably took you, what would you say, an hour and a half to get down the stairs?
Yeah. Well, because the issue was, come to find out later, when I picked up Calvin that time in bed, I had broken a 6th vertebrae. It had collapsed, and that was the pain that I felt. And then while you guys were at church with Millie, had been hours, and I thought, I need to go to the bathroom. And I tried just scooting to the bathroom. I didn't want Colton to carry me because any, extra movements just hurt so bad, and I was having major back spasms as well. And so while I was scooting back from the bathroom, I tried to stand up to get back in bed, and a 7th vertebrae collapsed, and I literally just fell onto the floor and just felt like the most excruciating pain that I've ever felt. And it was at that point where by the time you guys got home from church, I was there, and Colton and I decided, you know, it's probably time for me to go to the hospital. I was kind of stubborn and didn't want to
Ambulance.
I didn't want an ambulance. I didn't want to pay for an ambulance, to be honest. So I'm like, I can get myself down. So yeah. So at that point was when I scooted myself. Of course, I was at the top of our stairs. Like, we were upstairs. And so...
And it was, like, horrible to watch.
It was awful.
Because she just,
painful.
like... It took you so long and you were in so much pain.
It was awful.
And we just sat there with the kids, like, not really knowing what to do and, like, not knowing how to help you. The whole thing was just shocking for everyone.
It was.
Yeah, we had no idea what was going on.
I think we were just scared because, you know, we didn't know what this was, and the doctor had said, you know, well, we got to check for all these cancers and we have to check for this. And so it was a scary time because it was even worse. And so I couldn't, not only could I not walk anymore, but I couldn't sit up by myself. I couldn't even lay flat at this point. I had to be like in a reclined position. So, you know, we got me into the car.
Oh, no.
Thanks. So by the time I got down to the bottom of the steps, I remember I got onto a rug, and you guys helped pull me on the rug to the car. Helped me get in the car, and then we rode off to the emergency room, and they took some x-rays, and you know, and they basically just told me what I already knew, which was a little frustrating because, you know, they're like, yes, you have a couple more fractures, and
let's refer you to go see this doctor tomorrow.
Right. And I thought, first of all, I don't even know how I'm going to get home, let alone how I'm going to get to a doctor's office. This amazing endocrinologist was able to discover kind of what was wrong. And he said, when we walked into his office, I didn't walk into the office. I rolled into the office. He said, there's something called pregnancy and lactation-induced osteoporosis, or PLO for short. And so basically, they said that for whatever reason, most likely my bones weren't really great before my pregnancies. And so during pregnancy and while nursing, it's hard on a woman's body, right? And hard on their bones. And there's a good amount of your bone density that goes away naturally as you nurse your babies, as you are carrying your babies. And with a normal body, that just comes right back and you're fine.
Regenerates.
But, regenerates back just fine. But with me, they say you probably, again, we had not all the answers, but they said probably you didn't have great bones to begin with. And so this was just too much on your body. You need to stop nursing immediately. So we made the decision to have me and the kids move in with my mom in Utah, and Colton had to stay in Idaho and work for a while. And for about, I'd say 6 months, I basically lived in a recliner chair. My mom took care of my kids, did everything for me, because I still, for almost that whole time, couldn't even support my own body weight sitting up in a chair.
And that's what I think was the hardest part for you.
Yeah. Here I have this new baby, and I have my 2-year-old little girl, and I couldn't even hold them. And actually, they could sit in my lap, you know. But I remember at that point, they were going on so many picnics, you know, they go to the zoo. And I couldn't do anything with them. And I felt like it was, you know, I was being robbed a little bit.
Yeah, just the transition from you not being able to walk for months, being in a wheelchair, having that wheelchair.
I also did transition into a walker.
Mm-hmm.
Her name was Barb, and she was the best. And she helped me back to my journey to walk again. Although, you know, I'm getting stronger, my bones are doing better, and there's a lot of progress. Doctors have said that it is not a good idea to have another baby, that they would highly discourage that, just because, you know, with each baby, it's gotten progressively worse. And they said that my body just probably won't be able to handle it. And, you know, and at first, And even at this point, that's not something that anybody wants to hear. You know, that's not our plan. That wasn't our plan to only have 2 kids. And that has been so hard for us to just be okay with.
Yeah, it's devastating, really, just figuring out that you can't have any more kids.
Right. Your plan, like, isn't, you know, gonna happen. And so at this point, we've decided that we want to adopt. And we want to find a birth mom who wants to create an adoption plan. And we want to adopt a baby and find a new person, a new baby to love, to add to our family, so that Calvin and Millie can have another brother or sister. And, you know, through a lot of prayer, this is what is right. We found right now for our family.
Yeah,
and
we are so excited.
we're so
about
excited.
It.
So me and Daddy have decided that we are going to adopt a new brother or sister. We're going to adopt them.
And they'll be a part of our family.
What do you think about that?
We're going. No, we're going.
Listen to Millie.
Someone's gonna live with us. What?
You're gonna have
A baby's gonna live with us.
A
a
new
baby brother or sister.
A new brother or sister is gonna come and be a part of our family.
Oh my gosh, when Colton called and told us, I just remember just sitting on the phone, like, we are so excited.
So excited,
for them.
you guys. So excited.
They're honest. You guys are some of the best people ever, and we just love you so much. And we're so, like, grateful that you guys would involve us in your journey to bring this little baby into our family.
We're so
I say our
grateful.
family because it's my family too.
Yes.
And you guys, like,
More
you have to
babies.
realize,
Yay.
like, I've known Allison since I was 13 years old. Like,
Yep.
more of a sister. Like, obviously you're my sister-in-law, but like I was raised with her in my family.
Right.
So just to see them having gone through such a hard thing, and now to be on the other end of it and bringing this baby here, we're really grateful for. So
That brings us to why we are sharing this with you guys today, because we wanted to be able to help Colton and Allison in any way that we can, and we feel like that this is a way that we can help them and help get the word out. As you guys know, adoption is not an easy process, and there's a lot of stuff that goes into it, but we wanted to ask you guys for your help in just 2 different ways, if you guys are able to. One is the prayers for them and the process that will go smoothly. All of that, all of the good vibes and prayers that you guys can send would be extremely appreciated. And the number 2 thing is to spread the word. Share this video on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, whatever you guys have, whatever means possible. Share this video, get the word out. It is surprisingly very hard to find a birth mom and to get that part of the birth process figured out. So if you guys can share this video, like, let's help them be able to find a baby that we can bring into their family.
if you have a lead on somebody who wants to get into contact with Colton and Allison, you can email them at vwadopt@gmail.com.
We'll leave it down in the description. It's on the screen here as well, so that you guys can see that. And like we said, if you've got any leads or anybody that you know or somebody that knows somebody, send them an email and we'll go through it and we'll see if we can't help them bring another baby into their family.
Millie, Calvin, are you guys excited to adopt a baby and find a baby to bring into our family?
Yeah.
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 Help us find a baby!
Yay! Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I know it's a little bit different. You want to share some
We're
raisins?
still eating raisins.
I know it's a little bit different than our usual one. Share raisins. Good job, bud. But family, as you guys know, is the most important thing to us. And when Colton and Allison said they were adopting it, they were having a hard time finding a birth mom and a baby to work with, we thought what better way than to use what God has blessed us with in the social media platform to be able to spread the word and hopefully be able to help them out. So
We know that, it might not be you specifically, but somebody you know who is looking for adoptive parents. And so we're really grateful that you guys watched this video. Please share this video. It would mean a lot.
just hitting that like button, sharing the video, that just tells YouTube that, hey, this is a good video, and they choose then to promote it more. So go down, smash the like button, share it, and we'll see you guys on the next one.